are these people?
Yup. Shout out to Lucy from Blue Moon Red Wine, because she was going to be doing a piece about the Bernie 2024 prospect being kicked around, and she was like, "Could you write something about that?" And I was like, "Maybe I can." And I ended up writing this. I didn't realize I had that much to say about it, and turns out I did. And yeah, this is I really love this piece. This is called Shepherd of Hopes. If you fool me once, it's because I didn't think a guard was needed. If you fool me twice, it's because I didn't learn the lesson, so it bears repeating. But if you try the same play 3 times running, it's because you know what's coming, and you didn't come to lead, you came to purposefully be misleading. Democracy is dry, it's been a century bleeding. The husk is gaping open to the sky out in the field where all the sheep just keep on circling and worrying and bleeding. Waiting for the shepherd that they tried to hide their faith in, but he's so appealing. They'd gladly give their fleece, it's such a freeing feeling that even when he leads them to the ledge and starts to urge them on, they're positively beaming. They were told that they were on their way to save democracy, so even as they plummet, they just gloat. They don't consider screaming. And halfway up the cliff, the shepherd's cozy little mittens wrap around the staff of shattered human hopes on which he's leaning. He shows the gentle grin that used to stir your inner spark, and he says, "Not me, us," as he gestures to the oligarchs. He knows that if he runs, they're going to stop him like a stolen car. And he'll easily surrender because it bought a lot of time for laying mines in all the grassroots. Suddenly, the tiniest of movements gets you blown apart. Suddenly, you're in a play that's set on an election day, and voting for the fire, unaware you're playing Joan of Arc. Suddenly, the shepherd pulls the rug and slips a hood across your clueless mug, and everything goes zero dark. I'm going to warn you once more before it's 2024 and you fuck around and find out who your heroes are. Take a step back from the herd and you'll learn that you can spot who all the shearers are. If you really want to know the product that they're selling, I can take you where the mirrors are. If you think your voice is finally ready, I can tell you where the lyrics are. I hid them in a box I had to bury neath the cobble when they carpet bombed the promenade and raided all the street bazaars. Now all we got's the marketplace, and you're too broke to even bother asking what the options for your treatment are. Suddenly, the raw debris of homeless human dignity will find it has 100 teeth for every badge and sweeper's arm. Suddenly, they speak in solidarity, and each is armed. Suddenly, the sheep can see the shepherd for his truest form, and all pitch in at once to help him buy the farm. And now it's zero dark. And all is calm and peaceful, save the distant wail of sirens that approach beside the flames of rising dawn. Suddenly, the carrot's just a string that's on a stick, and all your movements make you sick because the prize is gone. Now, we could go and flee into the forest low and meek, or we can exercise our right to feast and go and graze on Biden's lawn. Because he's been sowing seeds that seep a toxin out to sap a bit from each of us and keep on leeching decades after Biden's gone. So regardless who they summon out of hell to come and do the job, it will not feel like Biden's gone. But in that time of hopelessness, you cannot trust the shepherd when he once again comes asking you to humor him his siren song. It's cute that you can innocently, honestly assume that's just a symptom of a system that was wired wrong, and not the standard feature, basic function, primary objective of a mass hypnosis firebomb. You don't need to know the words to cry along. Because someday it'll hit you like an officer who pistol whipped their ride along, broke his jaw and kept his job and kept it moving right along. Voting isn't red or blue or black or white or right or wrong. Voting's like a firing squad where you can choose the firing arm. The firing arm. Voting's like a firing squad where you can choose the firearm. It's slow extinction by and large. It's Super Tuesday supercharged. It's all your futures, roots and all, just tossed out on a garbage barge. It's everybody dropping out to push the biggest oligarch. It's everybody voting fire, registered as Joan of Arc. It was real touch and go there for a moment, but we
Hashtag Bernie 2024. Dude, it's like every time I see this, voting's like a firing squad where you can choose the firearm.
Of course, that's the line I'd shit the bed on too.
Of course, but that's still like the. Again, tattooed on every single American, because red and blue, they're running away with the green every time. Like it's structured this way, and this is why we have millionaires and billionaires.
Yep.
that are, honestly, I still think that the congressional the NASCARification of Congress needs to happen. We need to start sewing patches on these guys, and they need to start selling ad space on their fucking suits. Let's go, guys.
Your donor.
You're going in, suit the fuck up, and take the money. You know what? You're doing it already.
Transparency.
Total. Seriously. I mean, if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it. I mean, let's do it.
You know what?
You know,
It's a great opportunity for AOC's Taylor.
I mean, come on. Can you see the entire Eat the Rich badge? Like every single squad member putting an Eat the Rich patch on their suit or on their whatever they're gonna wear. Come on, they should all wear fires. They should wear fire suits like NASCAR drivers anyway, since they're so worried that they're going to be bombed in the building. So they need to certainly dress for the part, right?
Everybody.
I
love you guys. Seriously. Thank you.
What the hell, man? What the hell? We live in the dumbest, silliest timeline ever. I talk to Misty and I talk about this every day. Yeah. We live in the dumbest timeline.
Yep.
And we have the dumbest trolls.
Okay.